Hi friends, thanks for joining me today. We're going to sew some pants, I think. I have before me 18 yards of cotton twill. This is a lot of fabric. I have 8 yards of this black fabric, 5 yards of this green fabric, and 5 yards of this purple fabric. Now the plan is, well, to make a bunch of clothes is really the plan. I want to make a skirt and pants out of the purple. I want to make secret pants and pants out of the green, and a skirt and secret pants and pants out of the black. Cotton twill is heavy, and when you've got, well, yards and yards of it, it's really heavy. I'm very slowly replacing clothing in my wardrobe with stuff that I make. I have yet to find a shirt pattern that I really like, but I'm happy with these bottom patterns. So the skirt is one that I drafted myself. It's one of those infinitely adjustable, based on 18th century and earlier designs of clothing. It was all the rage last year, 2 years ago on YouTube. There were a bunch of people making this kind of skirt. I drafted my own and I really love it and it's great. But I tend to make a lot of things out of cotton, and that's not super helpful when it's really cold in the winter. So I wear skirts every day. And my winter skirts are woven cotton by a company called Green Tree Weaving, and I have bought their skirts at local Renaissance festivals, and I think they sell online, and I really love it. But the truth is, my skirts are probably getting close to 15 years old, and while that's great, they are starting to fray, like just the woven parts and the cotton, and I can't really show you because I'm wearing it right now. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and show you the part on my pocket that is fraying. The elastic waistband that came with the skirt that I'm wearing now has already broken. I replaced it with just a drawstring. I do really love them, but I need more skirts for winter. So I bought this great big pile of cotton twill because I like working with natural fibers, and the twill's going to be a little bit heavier for winter. So that's the skirt pattern. The skirt is going to be black and purple. I thought I was going to cut the skirt out today, but I won't. I'm not doing that one today. We'll do that another time, and we'll go through my pattern and what I have done with that particular design that was all the rage a few years ago, year and a half ago. I don't exactly remember. I'm looking before me, so I plugged the iron in and now it's turning itself off. That's fine. I hate self-turn-off irons, but I understand the purpose of them, especially in a place like this. And like in a costume shop, it really is not helpful to have an iron that turns itself off. But okay, so the pants, all 3 of these are going to be a pair of pants. And I am making this folkwear pattern, 119 sorels. I am making view B, which is the African pants. I have made them before in linen, and they are so comfy. And it's a big, generous waist with a drawstring, so still infinitely adjustable. I added patch pockets to mine. I have just drafted, I can't grab it, a inseam pocket. So I will have inseam pockets and probably patch pockets. I will just cover them in pockets because why not when you make your own? It's pretty simple. It's 2 pattern pieces, 3 if you include my pocket, and it should sew together pretty easily. It's literally 2 pages of instructions. So I don't think I will finish sewing all 3 pants today, but I'm probably gonna try. At the very least, I want to sew the black pants because I want to wear them tomorrow. Now, all of this huge pile of fabric before me, all of this has been washed, but it has not been ironed because it's a lot of fabric. So what I think I'm gonna do is cut off the 2 yards that I need for the pants and then iron that. and then we'll get to cutting and sewing. So the third pattern, the black and the green, are going to be secret pants, and the pattern that I use is, shoot, what is it? Now I need to look it up. Oh, it's Folkwear 231, which is the Big Sky riding pants, and it's basically pants with a deep pleat in the back, so it looks kind of like a skirt, and it's got a panel in the front that covers the split of the pant leg and also looks like a skirt, and you can unbutton one side and fold it back to have it out of your way. So the first time I made these pants, I used a print cotton, so I had to make the entire skirt panel completely removable, because if I unbuttoned one side and folded it back, the print didn't show up on that side. Cut 2 yards out of all 3 of my fabrics, press those 2 yards, cut out my pants, and then we'll see what we can sew together today. Let's go. Friends, I'm over here closer to the window because I'm hoping that you can see what I see here. This is my beautiful purple fabric. Oh, it's not showing up on the camera. There's some dye unevenness, and it's significant, and I'm really upset about it. There's another spot. Nope, it's not showing up. Either that or my transition lenses are starting to get darker and I can't really see what the camera is doing. I'm going to press on because maybe it's not going to look so bad once it's in a shape and on a body that moves. But the entire bit is like that. There's a slightly lighter piece on the green as well that I didn't notice until I was pressing it. But that one's significantly less noticeable. Like this, to me, like I said, I don't think it came up on the camera, but the variations in the purple fabric seem really obvious. And that's disappointing. But I'm gonna run with it because it's what I have, and I don't feel like, arguing with the company about the dye or finding something else to do with it. This is what I wanna make, so this is what I'm gonna make. But it's still disappointing. And for those of you who might be wondering why I'm in the costume shop today and not sitting at my desk, it is because my heater has been broken for 2 years. They gave me a space heater, but it is still too cold in there. It has yet to get above 62 degrees. So I'm in here hoping that with the door closed, that room will warm up and I can go back before the day is done and get some things done. But I cannot work in that cold environment. I struggled so much yesterday. I struggled so much this morning. So we're in here where it's not quite so cold. That's it. Okay, so I have all of the fabric has been pressed. I know that some of it doesn't really look like it. Maybe that's not showing up on camera either, which is great. So I am going to cut out all 3 pants and then we can start sewing. Yay! All right, the first pair of pants is all done. We are here in my kitchen because I've got some semi-decent light. It's a little cloudy today. So, first, I don't know what I was thinking. I cut 3 pairs of inseam pockets to put on pants that do not have an outside leg seam. I completely forgot all of the seam in this is inside. There's a gusset and a tiny little inside down by the ankle. That's okay. I can still use the green and the black when I get to the big sky riding pants because they're slightly bigger. The pockets that I cut for that are slightly bigger than the pattern pieces, but I used the part of the pattern that goes into the pants so they'll still line up. So it's fine, I can use those. And the purple pockets, I'll just find something else to do with this. It's fine, but what a silly mistake. That's why I don't have inseam pockets. There's no seam to put them in. But I still have, I don't know how, because everything's black, it might be harder to see. So I've got 2 pockets on the back, kind of like the pockets on your jeans. And I have 2 patch pockets on the side. This would probably be maybe mid-thigh. Good place for them, kind of about where they fall on a pair of scrubs. And scrubs are like my summer lounge pant, so I think that's a good placement for the pockets. So the waistband is huge because you cinch it in with the drawstring and it'll gather around the waistband, but that also means that it is very adjustable. And we all know we love adjustable clothing that you don't have to change out if your body should change a size, as bodies tend to do. So I'm really happy with this. It took longer than I was expecting it to take, but it is hard for me to find opportunities to sew over weekends when my husband really wants to spend time with family and I want to go and be in front of my sewing machine sometimes, but it's okay because we'll play board games and we have other things to do, but sometimes when he's editing his videos, then maybe I can work on my projects. And of course, I didn't get any filming done for any of that because I just wanted to sew, and also my craft room is currently a disaster. Hopefully I'll be able to clean that up at some point, but right now it's a total mess, but I can still get to the sewing machine, and that's important. So some of the seams at the top here, where are they? So there's the center seam in the front and the back, not respectively. I showed you the back first and then the front. And I flat felled those seams. And then I flat felled so this is the center of the center gusset. I flat felled that. And everything else, I decided I wanted to be really lazy and just get it done. So instead of doing extra work on all of those seams, I just overlocked everywhere with the thread that was already in my serger because I'm lazy like that. Eventually, when I run out of the thread that's in my serger, I'm going to replace it with purple thread, and then everything will be serged in purple and it's going to be delightful. That's my plan. I still have the green pants and the purple pants to do. Right now my daughter's outside playing with some friends from the street, so after we're done here, I'm going to go upstairs and edit because I'm a day late posting. I like to post on Sundays, and it's not Sunday anymore, but I will edit, and then I will sit down and maybe sew one of the other colors. My bobbins are wound, and I already have the thread for everything, so I just gotta sit down and do it. The first part of this particular sewing journey is almost complete. I have 2 more pairs of pants to sew, and this cotton twill is really nice and heavy. I'm not sure how warm it would be. I haven't put it on other than to, try it on and make sure that the hem was enough and all of that. But I think it's going to do what I want it to do. As I mentioned in one of the tea advent calendar videos, it is a goal of mine to completely sew my entire wardrobe. Maybe not including athletic wear, because I don't like sewing with stretch fabric. That's a completely different story and reason and all. It's not that I find stretch fabric difficult, it's that I don't like the fiber content of stretch fabric, most of it. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Pants, 1/3 done, not including that I've already cut out some bits, so a little bit further along than that, which is nice. And it sews up really quick. The thing that took the most time was figuring out where the pockets were going to go. But yeah, there we go. Pants, yay! Next, after I finish the other 2 pants, I will cut out the 2 adjustable skirts and then get those sewn, and then I will move on to the 2 big sky riding pants pattern that I'm also making with this fabric. Moving right along. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm grateful for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.